Yeah, so the first thing is that you need to give a grade to the activity of working a full day in front of the computer, and it needs to be from 0 to 10. 0 is it's completely impossible. There's no way I can do that. 10 is that's not a problem at all. I have no problem doing that.
Okay, I've been here most of the day today, so I'm gonna say 7.
7. So you're quite comfortable, relatively quite comfortable. Yeah.
Today I,
Okay.
today I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And also all of these numbers that you give, it should be within some sort of average within the last 4 days, maybe a week, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, I'll stick with
Um,
7.
yeah. Then the next one is 3 hours on an airplane.
Uh, 7.
7. Yeah. And then 30 minutes of running.
Ooh, running. Uh, well, it isn't my neck that stops me running.
No.
So I'll say 7.
Yeah. Okay. And then 3 hours of socializing.
Ooh, I'm gonna go down to a 6.
Yes. And then we have going to the cinema.
7.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Awesome. Well, you have improved tremendously on the activities, definitely. So
What were my numbers
they
first time around?
were. I'm just gonna do it like this. Um, they were. So the first time you scored a total of 16. So your capabilities
Hmm.
across all of those were 16, and now you have a total of 34. So you are so something like a full day at work in front of the computer, you scored that a 3 last time. Yep. And 3 hours on an airplane was a 2. Yep. And 30 minutes of running was a 1. So,
Oh
yeah,
my
so that was
goodness.
practically impossible. Yeah. So based on your
So
activity level, you've improved a lot. Yeah.
so here's the secret.
Mm-hmm.
Not just increased massage,
Mm-hmm.
which is 24/7 as
Mm-hmm.
long as I'm awake.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but one, I I got rid of. Well, I didn't get rid of it, but I don't use my standing desk.
No? Okay. Well.
Now I am conscious of posture,
Mm-hmm.
right? But I think the standing desk was screwing me over.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, if
Uh,
you're not using it properly, it certainly could be. So, but based on this, the activity. I mean, at least something you're doing right because the activities have improved significantly. So, but we're not quite done with the symptom list yet. So the next part is your top 3 symptoms within the last week, roughly within the last week. So if you go with your worst symptom within the last week, what would that be?
um, Worst is probably
Light
light
sensitivity.
sensitivity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And then the second worst.
Living in jelly.
Mm-hmm. All right. And then the third one.
Mm, the third one might be neck stiffness. Not pain,
Mm-hmm.
but stiffness.
All right. Perfect. The next thing we need to do are all of these different symptoms. So, Friis, hvis du lige kunne være stille, please. Friis? Thanks. Okay, so the next amount of symptoms here we need to do is you need to give a score between 0 and 10 to all of these pain symptoms. And if you recall, the worst one or worst is a 10. So if something is really, really bad, you give it a 10. So first one is pain in the back of the head. So on a scale of 0 to 10, what that would be?
Maybe 4.
Yeah. And then the next one is, are you still there? Are you still there?
Oh. Yep.
Okay,
I'm
we're
back.
back. We're back. Excellent. So the next one is pain behind the ear.
Behind the ear. 4.
4, yeah. And then we have pain in the temples.
3.
And then we have pain in the forehead.
3.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yep, and then we have pain on the top of the head.
2. 1.
And then we have pain in the back teeth.
2.
Yeah.
That's another interesting thing that I'll talk about in a minute.
Yeah, let's save that one. Yeah, and then pain in the jaw.
3.
And then we have pain in the chest, and specifically the collarbone area, chest, collarbone.
4.
All right, and then we have pain in the neck.
Yeah. 4.
4. And then we have pain between the shoulder blades.
4.
Yeah. And pain in the middle of the back.
2.
And then we have pain in the lower back.
2.
And then we have pain in the shoulder.
3.
Yes. And pain in the upper arm.
2.
And pain in the lower arm.
1.
Yeah. And pain in the wrist or wrists.
0.
Yeah. And then we have pain in the eyes, or maybe behind the eyes.
Behind the eye. 4.
All right. And then we have feeling disturbances in the hands, fingers, and in the arms. First in the arms. Feeling disturbances in the arms.
I'll say 3.
3. And then we have in the hands and fingers. Feeling disturbances in the hands and fingers.
3 as well.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay, and then we have tinnitus.
2.
And then we have sensitivity to sounds.
4.
And we have sensitivity to light.
Ooh. I'm gonna say 7.
And trouble swallowing, or sensation of not swallowing properly, or
6.
yes. And then watery eyes.
5.
And hay fever symptoms. Actually, I'm gonna take that out because it's too. I've decided to remove that from, because it's too. No, it's not so precise. I'm just gonna skip that. So the next one is nausea.
0.
0, yeah. And then we have dizziness and balance disturbances.
5.
Then we have irritation in the eyes, so it's more on the outer layer of the eyes, like as if you have a grain of sand or something.
2.
2. And then we have droopy eyelids.
Yeah, I hate the droopy eyelid. 6 or 6, yeah.
Yeah. And then we have irritation in the nose.
5.
And trouble turning the head.
5.
And visual disturbances.
5.
Yeah. And a sensation of living in jelly or a dream.
7.
And then we have inability to concentrate.
5.
Yeah. And then we have inability to sleep.
5.
Yes. And stress.
7.
Yeah. And then we have tiredness or a lack of energy.
6.
Yeah. All right. That was actually it. So you've made a lot of progress. So your score when we started this was 245. Now it's 135. So you've almost halved your symptoms, and some of the, I mean, all of them across the board have gone down. There's not a single one that's up or the same. So much of your headaches, like forehead, for example, has gone from 9 to 3. Headaches in the temples have gone from 7 to 3. Pain in the neck has gone from 9 to 4. Pain between the shoulder blades from 8 to 4. Pain in the upper arm has gone from 8 to 2. And
I think it's the back number.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's just a lot of dizziness, balance disturbances has gone from 9 to 5. So across the board, almost 50%, I guess, reduction. Well, your symptoms are down by 50%, or they are halved. Yeah.
So the other interesting thing that I quit doing, as well as my standing desk, was using a night guard in my mouth.
Okay.
Because I think there was some weird psychosomatic thing where I noticed that when I would put it in my mouth at night, I would get really tense and I would bite down on it really, really hard, and it became a habitual thing, or like I said, a psychosomatic thing. So I stopped using it, and I feel like I relax more at night now.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know what the hell that.
It could, well, definitely if it's impacted your stress level, that's very likely. I don't really have an opinion for or against night guards. From my perspective, it's not it. I mean, it's good to protect your teeth from clenching, but they are not going to do too much to remove the clenching. And I guess your experience then is that it just made it worse. But this is awesome, and Andy. This is really, really good. So half of the symptoms left, and you're getting the SCM habit is working well for you, and you're getting it done continuously, which is awesome. And you I guess you're doing the traps massage as well. So from my point of view, this is fantastic. It's really, really, really good news. A really, really good measurement, and you just need more of the same. Then eventually we'll be able to do one with 0 all the way down.
Yeah, and I think that's the important thing, right? That you don't stop or you don't lighten up on the massage or the back nubber because you feel better. I
Yeah.
think if anything, you reinforce it.
Absolutely, yeah. When you see it starts working, that's when you get some, and you also get some extra energy. Like you get more, you get more energy in your life, and you get convinced that it's actually working. So, and the habit of massaging the SCM is tricky in the beginning, but once it's there, it's just like it's like breathing, basically.
Right. Oh, one more thing before I forget. I don't know if it has anything to do with it, but it is a strange coincidence. I quit drinking alcohol.
Yeah. Well, it certainly
I don't
can't
know
do
if
any.
that
Yeah.
improves my sleep or stress level or whatever, but
Yeah, certainly will not. Is not going to make it worse. I mean, alcohol is not good for your body. So many of those small things can make a difference.
yeah.
But that's great, Andy. You just need to continue and do more, and then just see where it takes you.
Yep,
But
I will.
well done.
Thank you. Couldn't do it without you. I keep checking in with you every once in a. Well, we can keep checking in, and then we can do this again in a couple of weeks.
Sounds good. All right. Take care.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.